I may just have to like grab you a Chicago deep dish and be like, all right,
No,
here
no,
you
no,
go.
no, tavern style, thin crust, and then also I go
Oh,
down, they do a fucking Chicago dog, and it's the most depressing thing ever, it's just hot mustard.
Oh, that's a slap in the face, man.
Just like, "Jesus Christ, this hot dog just looks like it's depressed. God damn, Dallas."
it looks like it has 4 kids with a mortgage.
All all right.
Are you
Um,
okay?
sorry, this really made me giggly. Marty, are you back yet with your coffee, or you still out? Yeah, take that as he's not back yet.
Oh,
But okay, we'll get started anyways, because something we need to discuss before the session. Well, part of the session actually. So in regards to the message I sent like the other day, um, about how some of the players are, they work for different corporations, and like it'd be every so often, basically, for those who do work for the corporations, you'd basically get a message from whoever you work for who's like, "Oh, I need you to do like this," on the down low. Would everyone, be up for that? Or
I mean, would it put
They
PCs
pay?
in? Oh, what's up?
Well, of course they would pay, but the point is the
yeah,
interpersonal conflict.
yeah, you'd get paid for doing basically it'd just be like extra work, basically, kind of like, instead of doing stuff in the downtime, you'd be doing stuff kind of like parallel to the mission you're doing currently.
I mean, is it something that would potentially get other PCs in trouble?
Um, at this point, no. It'd be more just like, we have this that needs to be done, and then, you know, yeah, I hadn't like planned for it to be like, you know, PC versus PC.
Well, I wasn't
It's
talking
more
about
just
like
like, oh,
direct conflict, like getting into like a fight. I'm just talking about like, like if
mm,
say like I don't know, like I hacked, Blitz's character's company, would he get in trouble for it, or vice versa?
Or would there be trouble between the characters?
That is also true. Like if he found out about it.
yeah.
Why,
Um,
why the fuck are you hacking my corporation or whatever?
yeah.
Is
Well,
that my
it's just a
hat?
job.
But anyway, Emily, an answer to my question.
Yeah. I would say potentially yes. And
Shit.
again,
All right, noted.
yeah, like I said, I just wanted to pose it to the party, whether you wanted to or not, and I'll have to ask Blitz because he is like, there's only like really a couple players who like that would apply to, and yeah, I'll ask Blitz once he gets in here and or after the session whether he would want to. But it basically just it kind of be like extra, like, extra things for your characters to do rather than just being like, okay, so, you know, here's a mission, you do it, and then you roll for like downtime events. Just trying to like flesh out more of like stuff you could use your like abilities and stuff for. But yeah, we can discuss it more after the
Oh, you're
session so
wanting to
we
do
can get
something akin to like
started.
Blades in the Dark downtime, yeah?
Yeah, basically.
Well then, what you could do also is just how familiar are you with Blades?
I've heard of the system, and I believe it's powered by the Apocalypse system. I think that's like the extent I know about it.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, there's like a really cool thing called like project clocks, where depending on how successful and such it is, players during downtime fill this up, and then when it gets done, they gain something. So, um, having like a long time project to like build like a battle bus, so they use all their downtime actions to like get all the scrap metal, then welded and such, and then fill up the project clock for it.
Hmm.
All I can hear
Yeah.
right now is the 18 theme after you said, scrap metal and.
No, MacGyver.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
But yeah, we can discuss it more after the session. Just kind of like, yeah, I do need to look into like the blades in the dark thing, because that's like the type of thing I was thinking of. Thank you for mentioning that, Ramba.
It's a lot easier like during play than rooting it. It's one of the that's the problem with the powered by the apocalypse systems.
Hmm. Yeah, I love Masks, A New Generation, but it definitely like leaves a lot to be wanted. Okay, right, was one more thing I wanted to go over. Okay, so for Marty and John,
Mhm.
you've noticed that in your role you have like so many points that you can like distribute among certain things.
Okay.
You for existence, yeah. Um, Basically what those do, like when you like put in the points, is that you get a bonus, like basically you get bonuses to like that like specific skill when you distribute those points. Let me find it in the book where it is. Okay. So I'll put this down in the notes. For the med tech, it begins on page 149. What you can like put your points into, because
Mhm.
you're rank 4 currently. You have 4 points that you can distribute between those ones. Um,
Okay.
The business.
Well, it does show the medtech abilities. So the question is, do I get 4 ranks in those, or is that something else entirely?
when you're the role, you'll see like the medicine ability, and then
Uh,
you're currently rank 4 medicine. Then you can distribute those 4 points among those like
okay.
things, those skills.
That's what I was asking.
Yep. Sorry, I just wanted to.
Okay.
Uh,
And I had points to you said?
yes, and that is on page 4 medicine. So, uh, combat awareness is on page 146 of the core book. I'll put that down. So, not Rolo. Good job.
So how do I put that on my skill sheet? Because it's not an
Um.
item. Go ahead.
Oh. Yeah. Well, on the roll, when you click on that little like tab of the character sheet, there's like the combat awareness, and it says you have 4 points that you could like you can pump into
Oh,
those different
oh.
ones. Yep. And page 146 in the core book is where it has like it's a one page explanation of the solo combat awareness, what you can like when you put in the points, like what you get from them.
Right. Okay. Let me look.
Ironically, Ironically, the solos I think is the shortest. Well, actually, no, the Netrunner only has half a page, which is kind of insulting.
Hmm. I mean, I kind
But
of put my points into things that I kind of messaged you about already for reasons that you asked me.
yep, thank you. All right, so that
M-
housekeeping is out of the way.
Which page was which
Oh, go ahead.
page was that of the core rulebook?
146 in the PDF.
Okay.
I actually have that the digital dating thing. It's one of the DLCs I downloaded, Ramba,
This
from the
is
website.
so funny. I want to do this. Like you roll and just be like, okay, let's see why we met. Oh, we played Elf Lights Online. We met over video games.
That's not terrifying at all.
All right. So there's couple housekeeping things I need to go over. I probably should have messaged you during the week, but we did it during play, and they're it's related to the play, so I'll unpause the game. Okay. I'll roll the weather conditions. Okay. All right. So previously on Tales of the Red, we were introduced to our party. De-Caf, who is a netrunner, Alif, the rocker girl, the business, a very non-traditional solo. Well, I say that because most people are really cybered up, and you've gone the route of no cyberware, so you're kind of one in a million in the city.
I'm like a pure human.
Yeah,
You're the
basically.
polar opposite of me.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're just like load them up.
Well, I mean, not by choice.
Yeah, but yeah.
I mean, I'm
We
only
have the
missing my
business.
legs, my right arm, and part of my head, courtesy of an explosion. But
Tomato, tomato.
That sounds like it hurt.
you don't say.
I do.
That is an
Hopefully, you got
understatement.
painkillers before that happened.
I'd imagine and if this is like Cyberpunk, poor De-Caf is probably like when Anakin was being put back together after he got burned. No painkillers for you.
Oh,
Sorry, you
ouch.
didn't pay for that level of trauma care.
Okay, so yeah, the business, aka a very non-traditional solo, but is very competent, like Trigger Man. Chin Chang, the Ripper
Just the
Doc.
name alone. I swear to fucking God, the name alone.
You're
So
welcome.
fucking so racist.
You're welcome.
Okay, and then all the damn it, the fucking calendar isn't working, kid.
The only thing
And
missing is another accordion speaking like this. Okay.
and then the last member of your very weird party
Oh
is
god.
I don't even know his actual name. His handle is just Arthur Chan. I don't even know his actual fucking name. But yeah, Arthur Chan, the oh,
The
the
V-tubing trash man or something.
This
He
is
wears a
just
lot of
beyond
hats. I don't even
terrible.
remember. I don't even
I
remember what
swear
the
to
hell
God.
he was doing.
yeah, the executive who works in HR by day and by night is the anime VTuber.
No, that's just on the weekends.
All right, yeah.
No, we
was
need to
fun
get
days.
him that Hello Kitty gun. It would fit him perfectly.
The funny thing is, does he have like is his clothing style like Asia Pop that he's preferred? That would make it even funnier.
I don't know what he has. I don't think. Can I open a sheet? Let's see. No, I can't open a sheet, so I can't see.
He didn't specify, I forget. But the funny thing is that if you use that gun and then you wear at least 3 pieces of like Asia Pop style clothes, you actually get a bonus to wardrobe and style
Shit, you
for
should
being
mention
on
that to him.
point. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Or alternatively, no, I know that Chen is like a kung fu doctor, but like if he had a gun, then I don't know. I mean, well, I don't know what clothes he has, if he has the same clothes as Arthur Chen or not. But
I have that in my life path. Let's see here. He's wearing Urban Flash. So he's
man. Well, I mean, you
yeah.
could change outfits theoretically, but
Theoretically, yes, but I mean, I kind of like my my craziness that is the urban skater Asian.
The only thing I'm imagining is like you roll around in like those really like flashy like sweatsuits with like the giant freaking like gold
The
chain
rip away
around your neck.
sweatsuits, like the basketball rip away sweatsuits, and underneath is just like
You said
boxing
the rip away,
shorts.
not me.
I know, that's why I said like underneath is like just boxing shorts.
I love it. But yeah, we were introduced to our very crazy cast of characters, and you went on your first mission, which was to deliver several boxes of weed to a already it
Of
not even
course we
it was
did.
the first session. You're already drug dealers.
Jesus
I mean,
fucking
But yeah,
Christ.
I know it's been a hot minute since we played, so. But yeah, so made that delivery. You delivered it to Eustace Leith, another solo who works with your landlady. You know, selling medicinal weed.
mm-hmm.
And you got into well, you were introduced to a very unpleasant person named Whiskey, who,
oh god.
if you want to talk about cosplaying, he's cosplayer number 1 in this city. About being like, Milsimmer. But you were introduced to him. You embarrassed him greatly, thanks to I think it was the combined efforts of De-Caf and a Leaf, I believe.
And no, no, it was me because I
I may
made
be
him question
misremembering.
his life choices. I completely made him
Right.
completely confess that he's a full-on poser.
He's a fraud.
I got it in his face. I was like, yeah, you're just a fake.
Combined efforts of the party. There we go. That's a better way to say combined efforts of several members of the party. Which resulted in a full-on bar shootout, which was helped by Arthur Chan, aka Blitz, remembering that like in the game that this is like it's an actual like gang like controlled area, convinced a gang member to join the shootout. It's really deal the finishing blow.
And he obligatorily
Whiskey, like the
congratulated
coward
her.
he is, fled into the
Sorry.
yeah. Go ahead.
I was just saying that, yeah, and then he also I remember he made it a point to, like, give her an obligatory, like, congratulations, like, there, she won't betray me. Because what you told him about, he has to be nice to prevent his
Yep.
allies from double-crossing him, so.
Yep. But yeah, combined efforts of the party you thoroughly embarrassed an asshole poser gang member who fled into the morning. Well, I was gonna say screaming like a bitch, but he kind of left the scene silently, so he would be followed.
But that took a lot of effort from
You
him.
put the smackdown on. Yeah. You put the smackdown on 2 of the poser gang members who are with him. Uh, one who is now a simp for a leaf. God, the things I'm saying in this session is amazing. But yeah, you thoroughly, beat him, dominated him, and now he sees you as. Well, I think you
As
said it
Dommy Mommy.
wrong, but Tommy Mommy. But I-
Well,
yeah.
why do I have the image that they're literally leading him around in a collar and leash?
Yeah, if she was fucking 4 feet tall, she'd
I
be
mean,
jumping on his back and telling him to give her a ride. Walk around.
Onward, noble steed!
Yeah, we'll use writing rules.
And he's just like, woof, 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 woof.
Make a doghouse for him and everything.
But yeah. But yeah, you thoroughly beat Whiskey's Warthogs, the poser gang. There still are some out there, but for now they've been like scattered to the winds. Toward the end of the session, you learned of what the news is calling a terrorist attack on Night City. And yeah, let me bring up my little note so I can. There we go. Yeah. One of the news headlines you see, because we're in the next day, is a city bombed by terrorists. New Year's festivities ruined by terrorist bombing South Night City. The police are seeking information, and any information leading to an arrest will, pay out €1 million buck, like $1 million, information leading to arrest will be $1 million, $1 million in your pocket. So yeah, a lot of people are, gunning for this person.
Or people.
De-Caf,
I just want to make sure.
right?
This wasn't us, was it?
No.
What, the terror attack? It was just some guy that we found out about after.
Okay, so it wasn't us. That's all I wanted to know.
I was going to ask. Actually, never mind. I forgot.
But there we go. Now it's advancing time. I just had to click the previous day, then click on the current day, and it fixed itself. But yeah, there we go. Yeah. So in the images and notes channel, I posted little blurb about this is what happened, this is the information. The other information that you guys learned, mainly from a very, very good roll from De-Caf, a freaking critted on he had 2 dice, 2 tens. Get a library search skill at the number was 24, and I think it was, forget the target number, but she blew it out of the
I
water.
think what you said was a 9.
You learned, yeah. But yep. Thank you. But yeah, with that, double 10 crit, you learned that the rocker boy, well, former rocker boy, because he's horrible at it, Finn Kelly, you've discovered where he, basically, he found his mom's house, And that is in when the Night City map loads. There we go. New Westbrook. Here, back in North Haywood.
And
But yeah,
new. Oh,
you've
it's up
discovered the
there.
location where he lives and where you could possibly find him to capture him, interrogate him, you know,
Wait, what did you say his first name was? I say
any of the
Journey
above.
Kelly, but is that just his mom or is that his name?
Journey Kelly is his mom. Finn is
Okay,
the
Finn, that's what I thought.
guy's name. Put that down in the found your thing. Here we go. Okay. So it is currently 6 a.m. on a new day. You're waking up, or maybe you're just now going to bed, or just getting home from any interesting things events that have happened during the night.
Late night activities.
Okay. Um.
Yeah, I mean, are we
Yeah.
are we
There we
doing any
go.
downtime or?
We rolled the downtime events last session. Is like what you were doing on New Year's Eve.
Right, but if this
Um,
is New
I would
Year's
say
Day,
enough time hasn't passed to do like another. It's the 2nd. It's January 2nd.
well,
Yesterday was New Year's.
okay, well, let me rephrase. What I'm talking about is like all the shit that we did with delivering the weed and then dealing with Whiskey's Warthogs. That was on New Year's Day, right?
Yes.
So, and that was just in the morning. So, like, what the hell is going on in the afternoon, evening, and night?
We rolled for that for
Um.
bonus cash
Oh,
last
Mhm.
session.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But yeah.
so I mean, would that be taking up
Yeah. So
all
we
the
rolled the
time, or?
downtime. I would say that would take up like half the day. So like you would still have the nighttime as something you're doing by yourself.
Excellent.
Yep. Okay. All right. So I'll go top to bottom and like Discord. So Chen,
Mhm.
after your like downtime stuff that you did,
Mhm.
you had received you received an email from Trauma Team. Basically they're reaching out, anyone who has worked with Trauma Team before, like in the past. Basically, hey, do you want to come and do some part-time work, make like $50 an hour, treating the injured.
I'm just like, fine.
And then here's what happens: you're ordered to give a heart transplant. And the patient's like, wait, I think that's a tomato.
No, no, no. It's not a heart transplant. It's like, hey, I'm supposed to do a heart transplant? All right. It's not my specialties, but I'll give it a shot. Snap the gloves.
I'd never tried it before, but there's a first time for everything.
Exactly. It's like, after I left trauma team, I went into handicrafted drugs. Snap.
Okay. So, that would have lasted from like 6 in the evening, and you just now would be like getting off your shift. Would you work the full 12
I'd
hours,
just be like
or
dragging myself through the door and just like just sore, tired. It's like a bed sounds so nice right about now. And I imagine I'm stopped as soon as I walk in the door, just like, not right now. Anything but right now.
Mhm. Yep. If you work the full 12 hours that they, had you on call for, you earn 600 euro bucks. from being on call all night. It is definitely not worth it.
I'll take the 600.
All right. So yeah, go from not Richard. God damn it, Chen. I'm sorry. uh,
That's his nickname. His nickname is Richard.
No, you missed an opportunity. There was I was telling Emily about this. There was like a State of Decay 2 character who had the randomly generated name Richard Dong. His nickname was Dick. That so could have been a possible name for Chin.
Yeah.
I am Richard Dong, but you call me Dick.
but yeah, you've pulled a 12-hour shift, doing uh humanitarian work with trauma team, and they
Emergency patch ups.
yeah. Yeah, basically you were treating the people who were caught in the explosion, and then
They were
afterthoughts.
bystanders. Yeah, they
Yeah.
were bystanders, and I'm just like, fine. I'll help the bystanders. You're paying me.
If I really have to, I'll only do it if you pay me. Oh, you're paying
Right?
me? Okay, I guess I'll do it.
It's like,
And Emily turns into Game Boy. Do we have to? Or actually, no, it wasn't Game Boy. It was Armstrong from that one game that Ghost did.
Yeah. Do I have to? But yeah, so cool. You're, dragging yourself through the door, probably like sucking down your fourth coffee in 3 hours.
Fourth? No.
Four.
Not even four. We're talking right around 12. Get it right.
I was trying to be generous. You've gone over the top.
No.
Go with
You
it,
forget.
queen.
Real life me is a caffeine-aholic. Okay, so he's pushing like 1,000 milligrams of caffeine right about now,
Oh,
just to stay awake and function.
Oh boy. Well, you're a walking potential heart attack waiting to happen.
Oh, I'll be
De-Caf,
fine. I have one of those fake hearts in there anyway.
probably. But yeah, De-Caf. What have you been up to during the
so
night?
yeah. So night falls. Whiskey. Well, which do you think would be funnier? Whiskey coming home from a strip club rapping, or Whiskey milsiming in the neighborhood and shooting people with an airsoft gun?
um, let's go with shooting people with an airsoft gun. I think fits the dickhead
Yeah,
whiskey
he's just
gang
going around shooting a
poser.
bunch of bystanders. Go Tango down, over and out. And like he's doing that, and then he hears what almost sounds like wings, a heavy footfall, and he turns around, swings around with his gun. Behind him is what almost resembles De-Caf, but she basically became Batman, or more accurately, an owl-themed Batman, essentially the Owlwoman of Night City. And like she has, well, so first of all, she's wearing this, basically this kind of mask, like as like a Batman style mask. She has like a like a it's sort of like a mix of like a I guess like those jackets that have like feathers on them at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like she basically has one of those, like a trench coat that sort of serves as like wings and has feathers on it for emphasis. Um, and obviously with fucking glowing red eyes behind that mask is probably intimidating. She just towers over him with supreme physical authority. He tries to take a pot shot at her. She just snatches the gun out of his hands, and then in Predator 2 when the Predator like throws the shotgun on the floor and it shatters, she does that to his gun, and he starts to say, it's like, that was a limited edition, and then she doesn't even let him finish the sentence. She basically, with her cybernetic arm, basically extends it forward, fires a fucking net at him, pins him against the wall, and then similar with the Predator reference, yeah, it begins to tighten on him. So she's like slowly flaying him, and he's like whining and screaming and crying in pain, and so that's the first perp she deals with. So she takes him down to the police station and like hangs him from a streetlight. So basically, there's this like milsimmer and a net hanging from a streetlight. You know, when the cops come out to find him, and then there's, I mean, I guess like some sort of like, you know, note with the, I guess like the night owl symbol from Star Wars. And then the other guy that she goes after is, there is a, you know, so there's a kid who is being menaced. Like, Emily, do you have the art of Uncle Touchy from Alien and,
Yeah, I'm about to
yeah.
show it. Yes.
Okay, so just share that, and then basically, so you've got this kid who's being like, you know, a young boy being menaced by this guy who's trying to take him on a foot-tastic voyage in his van.
Oh god.
And then once again, like, you know, in this case, like De-Caf basically drops down on top of the van, towering above him, you know, silhouette illuminated in the moonlight, and then she fires a net at him, at Uncle Touchy, and this time, and you know, like narrowing her eyes in disgust and rage, tightens it all the way like in Prey. So he's basically just a pile of meat. um, she also makes sure that the kid does not see this.
Yeah.
And then, did you get that image uploaded or shared? And
Yeah, I showed it to players. Let me do it again.
I wasn't in. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I wasn't in Foundry. That's why. But yeah, that ugly motherfucker. But so that guy, he's just a pile of gore surrounded by a net. And you know, De-Caf brings the kid back to a, you know, like ziplining or like grappling through the city, you know, brings him back to a specific residence, gives him a gentle, comforting pat on the head, and then leaves him with a little like owl doll, and then she's off. And then next thing you know, there she is, just nonchalantly sitting at the top, like on the very ledge of a skyscraper with a newspaper, or I guess with her phone. Uh, you know, checking her phone, sipping on some coffee, decaffeinated coffee, and sees a headline: "Who is the mysterious Owlwoman of Night City?" And then she turns off her phone and continues her crime-fighting killing spree. And that's De-Caf's night.
Nice. I love your headline better because I did write these down like.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry, I didn't.
No, that's fine. Mine was just Owlwoman of Night City strikes again. Yours was a much better title. So I'll give you props for that. But yeah.
Well, this is more like, you know, Tim Burton, like the original Batman versus Batman and Robin, where like in the latter he was basically a celebrity, and then, you know, in the first two Batman movies in the original like quadrilogy, you know, he was like, you know, kind of like this enigmatic figure, and that's kind of where De-Caf
Yeah.
is, as the Owlwoman
Yep.
of Night City.
Yeah. Yeah, so, you know.
And I will, right quick, I will specify just in advance, like once she's done with her like culling of the wicked, you know, she makes sure to put all of her Owlwoman gear, the net gun, the mask, all that in the duffel bag that she was seen bringing in her debut appearance. And basically, like once she's done with that, like at the early hours of the morning, heads back to the apartment and slides it under her bed and just flops over in her bed. But anyway, that's definitively the end of De-Caf's little rampage through
Thank
the
you.
city. I just had to
Thank you,
specify that little caveat.
Yep, I love it. The business. So after
Top that, Marty. Just kidding.
Yeah. So yeah, after you know, after your downtime event where you earned a little bit of extra cash for doing some work, um, you get a message on your agent, which is like your cell phone, from like from the solo that you met in like the bar, Eustace, and it's basically like a friendly message of like, oh hey, you know, God, my brain is destroyed. Because immediately when I was thinking like, you know, hey man, you want to come hang out? You know, gather some information on the terrorist and just it's really cutesy. I don't know why, but that's God. I'm imagining a scene from like Mean Girls or fucking like
Mercenary
Clueless,
flirting.
where they're just where they're just like sitting around like writing in their diary or
Oh my
what was
god.
it, Mean Girls that had like the burn list, I think, or the burn book. My brain has been destroyed by freaking Hallmark movies lately because that's all my mom likes to watch, like leading up freaking
Oh,
December, and they're all just fucking stupid Christmas movies.
Oh, sorry.
Just
I've,
watch
I've
Bad
got
Santa
a,
instead. That'll be the.
I've got a very sensitive gag reflex.
But yeah, it's much more professional than the internal monologue in my head of like teen girls getting. But yeah, basically you're invited to a meeting of other solos, basically information gather about like who is the terrorist, why he did this, like that sort of thing. Basically, like an info gathering session. Do you attend the business? Everyone can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear
oh yeah,
Well, like
we hear you.
quiet. Okay. Okay. Um. Yeah. Basically, you're invited by like other solos, Marty, to go and basically have like a powwow about like, okay, so this is how we're gonna hunt this guy down. Do you attend, or are you just gonna say like, no thanks? I'll do this alone. Do your best
No.
Batman voice.
you. Hey, there's only room for one superhero in the party.
Sorry.
No.
Especially one
I'll
Batman.
attend. I will attend.
That is some straight up bat metal shit.
Thank you. Okay.
That's the Christian. That's the Christian Bale Batman.
Oh, the
Oh,
worst
I
one.
know.
Okay.
This the other one is much lower. Go like this.
That almost sounds like a Death Trooper now.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
The sound effects.
yeah, I appreciate the sound effects, man.
I just posted an off topic. That's what I'm referencing with bat metal. With the voice that Marty was doing as Batman.
Oh,
I'm also the vocalist of a death metal band. Yeah.
Well, wait until you see
You're
that
not
video
far.
after the session. That's basically both.
I mean, you're not
Cyber
far
death
off
punk.
from like.
Yes.
Ironically, that is a type of music. Ironically,
Death metal.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. I'm well aware.
But yeah. Because you attended this, you will get a +5 bonus to your next library search roll, like related to finding out more information about the Kellys and whatnot. No,
You
I'll
said the
make a note
Kellys,
of
not
that.
the Kennedys?
Well, you're investigating the Kelly family, not the Kennedys.
Okay.
I mean, do you want to investigate the
Yeah.
Kennedys?
No.
Just double checking.
No, they've become way too powerful. All right, moving on.
Okay, making a note of this for you later.
+5, let's remember that.
Yep. There we go. Oh, had you selected, so it's like you're saying it. There
He
we go.
speaks in third person.
But yeah, a Leaf. We're up to you. Um, so you did your downtime, which I forget what you went
Yeah, it was some
specifically.
corporate event, and then I decided to like, okay, I got some time. I'm gonna go get something to eat. So it's probably like me coming
Nice.
back from like a bad date or something. I don't know. I want to like roll on this fucking table, son.
Me.
Just walk around.
Okay. Um,
Oh,
did
the
you
guy is
download that
adorable.
PDF?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Patient.
D100 D100 rolls for
Yep.
your date experience.
Crazy that one of them was a 1, but
Okay, 73 and adorable and passionate. Okay.
All right. Odd. So I go on the right and 7. Old combat zone. All right.
I think that's where you had like where you delivered the drugs, funnily enough. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Bring your own spray can for a graffiti date.
it says love like vandalizing a building.
My date goes weird.
Oh, okay.
All right. 1d6.
Your date's a serial killer.
Your date is wearing something quite strange, even by Night City standards.
Okay. Well, what is he wearing?
What's it? I'm gonna go with like Tom is his name, and this is like some guy who just like lives in this fucking zone. That is just like, okay, great. Why are you wearing that? And it's just like, I don't know, but it's just like when you see like a Japanese tourist in Texas and they're wearing the full cowboy getup.
Oh, oh, that's bad. Oh, man.
Going full on like to the cowboy boots.
And Chen
God,
Cheng's like, are you talking about me?
No.
Your date excuses themselves to go to the bathroom and never returns.
I swear to fucking God, all I'm doing right now is just sitting here shaking my head.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, she's just coming back after being like that and just be like, yeah, no. Next time.
Next time on Love in Night City, will Lee
Yes.
find a proper partner, or will they continue to be weirdos who crawled
You
out of a
just sit
trash can?
down and you hear the guy starts talking about like Pokemon different generations for the past 30 years.
Mm.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.
Or he's really into SpongeBob. Like really into it.
And then he has the unpopular opinion, post movie is better than the original run.
What do you mean? What the fuck are these words?
yeah, if anyone ever wants to do that again, on the Art Talisorian website, it's a free download.
Hmm.
It's part of their like Cyberpunk Red, like they call them DLCs. They're basically like mini, you
Mm.
know, mini add-ons. So you don't have to pay, $50 for their latest book that's put together horribly, or buy fucking solo rule because we have to charge for that. Adds a whole new level to the gaming shit.
What's wrong? What's wrong with solo? Bleach.
No, I mean like
I know.
you.
I'm being facetious.
Sorry. Thank you.
I
He
know.
tends to do
But
that.
yeah, that yeah, the DLC is a digital dating in the dark future. A lot of D's. That nice alliteration. But yeah,
Did you read the
So it's
um,
line?
triple DF.
yeah.
John, I swear to God.
What?
All right.
Just remember, dodge, duck, dive.
Dodge, duck, dive, dive. God damn
Hey,
it,
if you can
I can't
dodge
say
a
it
ball,
right.
if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
That was the whole purpose I said that. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a bullet.
So I get up, push upstairs as I'm now getting back into my place after a shitty day.
Good on you. Well, he also disappeared before you could probably invite him back if you were gonna do that.
No,
So
no, no. The cowboy hat. That was
What's
an
going on with
instant
your
thing.
mic?
It was just like, okay, I am done.
you're coming in like very kind of like robotic and like
Yeah, like
scratch, to be
loud and
honest.
I'll
staticky.
be switching then.
Okay. But yeah, with that little the side mission of the arduous task of finding love in Night City, where the majority of people are weirdos, and a weird amount of them come from trash people who just pop out of the dumpster on for their dates.
Oh,
You haven't even met the people who live like on the outskirts of Night City. Because the nomad packs, those are the real weirdos.
Wasn't Arthur Chan one of them?
Oh,
Was he a
was he a
nomad or was
nomad?
he? I don't know. I mean, I know obviously he's from like a trash tribe, but I don't know if that made him a nomad specifically.
I think I don't think he's a nomad
Oh,
specifically, but oh, and another thing, when I was like rereading the book, it's like a little side tangent, is so Night City is located in what used to be like Los Angeles, like California.
mm-hmm.
So you're all uh quite literally sometimes California dreaming. Um, but
I mean, does
it's a little
California still exist? Or
Yeah, but let's just say is there's cilantro everywhere, just like LA.
all right, so nothing changed.
but yeah, you had some weird events happen tonight. Some one of you made a nice, little bit of money. The others, fought crime, went on a weird date, and thank you, the Futurama clip. I love it. Oh, but they were traveling packs of preteens. Please stop the social commentary already. It's
Yeah.
always been LA.
Also, hello, Mr. Stallone.
But yeah. So the night passes. You get home at various times. Chen, you're the last, kind of like as the clock strikes 6. Well, actually 6:30 at this point. Um, you know, you come in, you're basically dead on your feet, and yeah. So yeah, it's a Saturday, 6:30 in the morning. What are what are you all doing besides wanting to die from pulling an all-nighter?
I am going into my room, pouring myself another cup of coffee, sipping it on my way, walking out of my room, staring at everybody just as dead as I am, and be like, so what did I miss?
Don't do dating in the old combat zone.
Oh, I bet that was fun.
The guy was let's just say he was a few chips short of a circuit.
Only a few? I know quite a few that have been, I'm surprised they still function.
He wouldn't stop talking about some fucking cartoon I never heard of for like an hour. God damn it.
Uh, I mean, it could be worse.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some noodles. You want some?
No. I'm afraid if I eat noodles now, I'm going to just regurgitate them.
What the fuck happened to you?
Well, let's just say I was downtown in the blast zone dealing with collateral damage.
In the meantime, De-Caf, like she would have had her breakfast a little earlier, and then she just comes out of her apartment, checking her phone, reading the headlines, curious to see what happened to Lord Farquaad. I mean, whiskey. She brought him into the police station. I mean, obviously nobody knew it was her, but
Yeah.
she brought him
Mhm.
into the police station. She's just kind of eager to see like what his fate is going to be if it has been decided yet.
Yeah.
Or what the headline says about like like is there anything in the news specifically about whiskey being brought in?
Yes. Um yeah, you get a little
Local
blurb.
poser gang leader dropped off at police station at NCPD station.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the little blurb that you get for the headline, I did write these down there. You narrated it amazingly, but my blurbs
Well, I mean,
feel like
I
they're
narrated like what
sentimentally
Decaf was
fulfilling.
doing there tonight. I'm just leaving what happened in the aftermath to you. So
Yeah. Yep. Poser Ganger Whiskey has been brought to justice by a figure dubbed the Owlwoman of Night City. Authorities found Mr. Stevens secured in a net reminiscent of the old action movies from the 80s. I actually had to Google this to make sure. I had to Google when the Predator came out because I was like, I think it's an 80s movie,
yeah,
but I
Predator.
couldn't
Well,
be
Predator came
certain.
out in '87, but Predator 2, when the net first debuted, was in the '90s.
I still fumbled it. There we go. In the 80s and 90s, there we go. Um, yeah, so Whiskey has been transferred to the Department of Corrections pending trial next week, which means Monday, which um I- I'll say this because I think it's freaking hilarious. His punishment will be 5 lashes with bound to an X and lashed with a electro whip for being such a dickhead. So
Is it just that, or is he also facing time behind bars?
yeah, well he'll be lashed and then yeah he'll spend like a couple years in jail.
Ramba said. Well, no, like whiskey. No,
That
whiskey. No, it's like when he's brought up like Starship Troopers. It's like and any defiant words, and then like Satan and Hellboss will pretend to care. He's like, "Joke's on you. This is my fetish."
Yep. And I will point out in the core book when it talks about, that that sort of punishment where you receive the lashes, it's like, yeah, some people, unless you're really into S&M, this really hurt. This really sucks. Thank you. Thank you, Ramba. I appreciate it. But yeah,
The guy punishment just gets weirded out and just leaves.
it's like didn't sign up for this.
Oh god, we got one of those people again.
Why did we discontinue the, avoidance chips? Why did I have to whip this bastard? This isn't what I signed up for.
But yeah, like
I
De-Caf,
feel dirty.
she's checking her phone, like you can see, like she's doing the thing where she's leaning up against that wall to the left of her token, checking her phone. There's just like the slightest smile on her face. As she's reading the news of what happened with Whiskey.
Yep. And you also get a little like blurb about why is this always this persisted through several campaigns now, Uncle Touchy. Basically like, pervert gets pulverized. Yeah, pervert gets pulverized. Remains of known sex offender and pedophile found remains found in where did I Charter Hills district. Police are looking for leads, but no one really gives a shit. Another, less money that has to be spent on a trial.
I'm going to
for
ask two really stupid questions here. The first one is, if he's just a pile of meat, how do they identify the remains?
DNA.
Oh,
DNA
that
testing.
tracks. Yeah.
Like, yeah, then they unless you like pulverize the skull, they can also do like dental like
Well,
stuff.
let me put it this way, like so, the net from Prey, the Predator prequel, like there was like the Predator threw a net at that guy, and then like by the, like it constrained to a point where it just completely like sliced him apart and turned him into a pile of meat.
Yeah,
Which I would imagine
but
includes bones. But the other thing I was wondering is that because Whiskey, so De-Caf used a less, or Owlwoman, I should say, used a less violent, but still kind of violent and painful version of that same net on him. And I'm just surprised that these cops and reporters haven't made any kind of connection. I mean, I'm fine if they don't, but like consider that Whiskey was pretty badly like flayed, if that's the right word for it. I don't know.
Why do I have the image of Whiskey having a boner hanging upside down outside the police station now?
I was about to take a drink. I almost inhaled
Thing you did it.
my zero sugar Baja Blast. I would have choked on camera. Thank you, John. God damn it.
Well, he better hope that thing doesn't get like sliced off with a net.
Okay. Yeah, you get those two little, news headlines to I don't want to think about, that about Whiskey right now. But just,
Let's move.
draw your own conclusions. um,
He gets
yeah.
thrown in the cell with Bubba.
Even even the cybertech he put to get a little more lead in his pencil wasn't enough to save him from the net. Put a
Thank
bone in
you.
boner.
Thank you, Cody. But yeah, De-Caf, you do find those two headlines. Okay.
Yeah, and then she's just got this proud grin on her. I mean, not like a huge ear-to-ear smile, but like anyone paying any particular measure of attention who hasn't already read the headlines would pick up on that. But
All right. So, um, who is up now besides De-Caf?
Well, I thought everybody. Well, I thought uh, Shin and Alif were up, right?
Yeah, I'm heading
Yes.
downstairs to get some noodles from the stall.
hmm But yeah, you see your neighbors are starting to get up. I'll say Arthur Chan is. Well, it's the weekend, so he's streaming. This actually kind of fits that because he isn't here. He has a a reason to blow, not really blow off the tune.
Subathon.
Yeah, exactly, a subathon.
He does his like because New Year's Day was on a Friday, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, well then he does his like delayed New Year's Day stream.
Exactly.
Konnichiwa, Chooms. It's your boy. Celebrating late New Year's Day.
Thank you for that. But yeah. So yeah, Decaf, Alif, the business, and Chen.
Mhm.
You are all up, and yeah, so Leaf is going to get breakfast. So what are the other people doing currently as you're up and about, and you see your neighbors are up and about?
I'm drinking my like 13th cup of coffee. Just so I can try and go to sleep later tonight and just like, yeah, this is normal. This is why I quit working in corporate.
Are we? With this particular day, are we expected anywhere? Like, going to work or anything like that, or the landlord or that gave us the quest last time, or like what are we supposed to be doing?
Oh, we're looking for our
Um,
own.
yeah, the world is your oyster. It is the weekend, and funnily enough, they actually still respect the weekend. Corporations do,
Oh, wow.
because
Wait,
Even
what?
even evil has standards, I guess.
Well,
What?
I
they're
guess
they're.
we made some progress after all, because right now they don't.
Oh no.
So society as a whole actually progressed forward. What is this madness?
Well, it went forward one step before getting knocked back to like 5 because of the snook in the middle of Night City. But
The what?
yeah, there's the suitcase nuke that blew
Oh,
up Arasaka Tower. But yeah, you do have the weekends free. Many much blood, sweat, and tears was put into getting those 2 days off. So people are still miserable, but hey, here's two here's 2 days you don't have to work, but also you don't get paid. So what are you doing to earn some extra cash?
um,
You know what Arthur Chan is doing, but to
yeah.
earn extra cash. Well, I'm assuming he's doing it for the money. I don't really know. Maybe he's just an attention whore.
Or both.
Oh gosh, he's a political streamer.
Oh, God, I I hope not.
Let me tell you what
Wouldn't
I
it be
Yes.
think about
funny if
women in
nobody gave a
voting.
shit about politics anymore? It's all about corporations anyway.
hmm Yeah, that's true. The politics have taken a standstill when you have to worry about who's buying up all the land in Night City and growing fresh food and killing anyone who tries to steal fresh food, which is a
The,
legit
C-
thing.
the CEO of this particular company.
What the fuck? What I was gonna
But
say is
yeah,
that um
go ahead.
that it dawned on me, and then I guess also Decaf, that's like technically if it's a Saturday and we're not expected to be like hanging out here, Decaf wouldn't have even left her apartment. She is going to do her other thing. She is going to paint.
Nice. Are you painting to make something to sell, or are you just painting to be painting?
I guess kind of both. If you're good
Okay.
at something, never do it for free.
hmm
Which is a bit ironic of a quote to use considering what I was doing all night, but well, actually for two reasons now that I think.
Well, you did the one to make you feel good about yourself.
Well, it wasn't really. I mean, there's more to it than just that, but um,
Mm.
like it definitely wasn't just for ego's purposes, if at all. But anyway,
Yeah.
the De-Caf is what's up.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead and make me a paint, draw, sculpt roll. It's a difficulty like 3.
Okay. Do I get any? Wait, what the fuck? Why don't I have any ranks in this? I could have sworn I put ranks in this. Um,
Huh.
well, just tell you what, I have 60 IP. How much would it cost to put some ranks in it?
It's 10 IP for 1 skill point.
Okay, so is it just 10, 10, 10, or does it get more expensive like Twilight 2000?
I believe it's like 10, 1, then 20 for 2. So it gets, like, it bumps up by 10 each time.
Okay, so then I would be able to get 3 ranks for 60 IP, because then
60.
it's 10, yeah, that's what I said, 10, 20, 30, that's 60, so I'll bump
Yep.
that up to that. Okay, hold on, so how do I, let's see, modify by -60, 3. Well, I guess I should ask, I mean, am I able to spend it now, because it is kind of downtime, or?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to spend any IP, you can definitely spend it now, guys.
Alright, so let's see, so add. Okay, so now let's do that paint draw sculpt, and you said difficulty 3. Um, I don't think there's anything that gives me extra modifiers, so I'll just, well, I mean, is there?
Um,
I see a complementary skill modifier and taking extra time.
yeah, if you want to spend some extra time, you can
I mean, I've got all
definitely.
day to do whatever I want, so.
Yeah.
What does complementary skill mean?
Um, if you have a skill that that you're using in with it,
Okay.
basically, I
So
think.
I think
Do you
taking extra
do you
time
remember
is.
what that means, Rambo? The complementary
Exactly.
skill? Or do you not remember off the top of your head, man? Which is fine.
I'm looking it up now.
Okay.
It's basically like a skill, or if it's applicable, you can get a +1 if you pass like a check. DV is usually along with these like 12, 13. It can go up to, but it just depends on, your gut.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say the only thing that would apply is if you're taking your time at this point,
Alright,
because you're painting.
alright, so then I'll let that confirm. 17, and you said it was 3 to succeed?
Yeah. Yeah. So you make a really good painting. Anything specific you're painting, or just you know?
Uh, question. Well, I don't know if De-Caf has ever seen like a wilderness kind of like a Bob Ross style. Maybe probably like if she's ever been out in the desert surrounding the Night City, would probably have painted like a you know an American Southwest style landscape with the glowing city in the distance, kind of like like those like nighttime views of like Las Vegas, where where it's all like bright and shiny, and there's kind of like a yellow glow from all the light.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing she paints.
Nice. And I'll make it canon because I like the idea that I just thought of. on the TV, you can watch like reruns of The Joy of Painting. That's like
All
the
right.
one thing they haven't like completely like digitized.
I mean, does YouTube still exist? Because all
It's,
I think it's 403 episodes of The Joy of Painting are on YouTube.
yeah, I mean it's tube because it's
Right, same
not
difference, but
YouTube, but yeah,
um,
yeah,
I mean,
yep,
the
it
point is
still
she did at
exists.
some point definitely learn to paint. Part of it is stress relief. I mean, beating the devil out of the brush, but um, she definitely spends after the chaos the night before, um, and even then if it's really chaos because she had the whole situation under control, but um, definitely takes some mental health time to herself to paint, which she somehow is
Nice,
able to do competently despite having only one functional arm.
very nice. Yeah, so you spend the next, most of the day painting.
Is it
Um,
a? I have a question. So with painting, because I mean, I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen any of the episodes of Bob's show, but like I mean, he finished paintings in like half an hour. So,
mhm.
and I mean, De-Caf, I mean, obviously we'll be spending extra time to add more detail and stuff, but it's like, is there a possibility for, I mean, even if it's separate roles, to have like made more paintings or just have like extra results from how, it wasn't like a double crit success, but you said it was a difficulty 3 and I got a 17, so I was wondering if like either that would add more value to the painting I made if I went to sell it, or if there were more paintings of similar value.
Yeah. Yeah, because you beat the DV by 14. Yeah, I would say that you're able to make up to 3 paintings, or you can make 2 paintings that are, above, like, better quality.
So, well, what would the value of the painting be by default?
Um, I would say probably like 50 bucks to
50
begin with.
bucks?
Unless you go and, well, at the beginning, like, if you're just like selling to someone like over the internet, but if you're actually gonna like go and find the time to find like a proper buyer, I'll need a library search roll.
Oh, Christ. Are you sh hmm. Because the problem is, well, I mean, if I've been doing this for a while, wouldn't there be like any kind of like art gallery or like, convention kind of place that I could go to sell this? Like a
Yeah,
known source?
yeah. Um, the next like kind of convention you can go to is, funnily enough, it'll be next Saturday, January 9th. It's like basically like an art exhibition type convention.
All right. So what would be the value of the one painting, just so I know how to spend my result?
Yeah. Um. Okay. So.
'Cause that influences
Um.
whether to have like 2 more expensive paintings or just like a bunch of smaller ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. Um. Given the fact that you've been painting a while, I'll say like the base price of your paintings, because of your success and the fact that you've been painting for, a handful of years, I assume. I'll say you can begin to sell it at 100 euro bucks rather than 50.
All right. The 100 times. And then so what would be the price increase for selling 2 more valuable paintings rather than 3, like 3 that are all the same quality?
I'll say it'll bump up the price to like 200 or 250. That's better
Okay, so
number.
2 each for
Oh,
250, that would
excuse me.
be 500. Yeah,
Yep.
I'll just do 2 more like detailed higher quality ones because the way I see it is as an extra 200 bucks.
Yeah.
Um if the art exposition is next weekend, what should I do in the meantime? Should I just make a note in like the group notes or something, or should I? Um,
Oh,
like
I'll
where should I make a note of that?
I'll add a note to the calendar, and I'll make it like everyone can see it.
Okay. Oh wait, you can do that with the calendar module?
Yeah.
Hold on, how do I so you said the 9th, right?
Yep.
How do I check the note? Oh wait, I figured it out, never mind.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I believe you all should be able to click on the date and like see the note that's attached to it.
Where should I put a note of how much the paintings are worth?
I believe you can edit, like there's a note section on your character sheet.
All right.
You can like
Well, the life. Well, I see player notes, and that's where my that is. Okay, so can I add, what's this? When was the last time we played the first session we had of this? It was, I don't even fucking remember.
where's mine?
Let's check the video. It was on the 26th, I think.
Mm.
Or actually, no, the 25th. The video is on the 26th because that's when I exported it. But
Yeah, it was the 25th. All right. So, is there anything else anyone wants to be doing for like the morning?
oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Well, obviously, I'm gonna just be just getting myself ready. So let me just get a wardrobe
Ooh.
and style check.
Ooh.
Nice.
Because if I'm going downstairs, I have to look nice.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah,
Oh,
and then
got that.
I
Um,
go down to that noodle shop and I go and talk with people. And this is one way of doing like complementary skills because now that I look fine, I can now get a
yeah.
+1 to my conversation.
Nice. Yeah. Um, yeah, if you're gonna be talking with people and trying to spread the word of your,
Oh no, it's not that. It's just getting like the down low, just being like, "Yeah, what's up? Yeah, terrorist attack, man, that's bad. That's some bad vibes."
that is an understatement. I love how nonchalant Elif is about it.
I mean, this is Night City. A nuke fucking went off. Like everything is Tuesday here.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah.
Oh, nuke went off again. Okay.
Well, it wasn't a
Another
nuke, it
one?
was a bomb. It was a bomb, it wasn't another nuke. I'm gonna clarify that.
The other guy says it was a nuke, and I was like, "No, it's a bomb." Oh, okay, yeah.
based
It's just
on,
like a lively conversation at this noodle shop. All of that. Just
I
gotta don't
swear,
have fun deeds. And yeah.
I'm just getting the vibe, like based on like what you're saying about like a leaf putting emphasis on her appearance and like her hair and stuff. I totally foresee this coming up at some point. This timestamp, which Emily, you've seen this, so you know why I'm.
I have indeed. Oh man, that's funny.
Oh boy.
Anywho, uh, so
But yeah. Okay. Yeah, with that conversation and just, talking to people, asking about, current events. Um, yeah, the city is abuzz with, you know, the fact that, oh God, it was a terrorist attack and, where's he gonna strike next? And just, like gossip
Yeah, failed
about.
rocker boy. So you know what? This
Yeah,
sounds
he
like
did
I
it.
need to go look this up. Just feeling okay. Time to look up on the agent. His music.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
make me a library search roll. Nice. Should have had you do this first because I think local expert would have been a better thing. But yeah, I'll take the
Well,
library.
local expert and all this can be complimentary. So this library search should just give me a +1.
Yeah. So yeah, re-roll it with a +1 just in case you get
Yeah,
something
no.
better.
Since I succeeded on the library search, I get a +1 on the local expert and 14.
Did not. Basically just gave the +1 overall. Okay. All right.
It's a
So
better success.
yeah. Yeah, it would have been difficulty like 9, so like standard difficulty. But yeah, you passed it. Basically what you learn about Finn Kelly, who yes, I did rename the character after I, I did not realize the implication of his name being Ro Kelly, R. Kelly, and that's not that it's, it's definitely not R. Kelly, believe me. So I changed the name for
I
Eddie.
mean, as long as it's not like Kurt Cobain, Easy E, and Lisa Left Eye Lopez fighting Call of Cthulhu, I think we're fine.
I don't even get that reference, but
It's a very
okay.
popular Call of Cthulhu campaign where basically Kurt Cobain and like all these other musicians were fighting evil.
Oh,
That is
Yeah, there
so
was also
fucking
fighting
weird.
against evil musicians too, like Suge Knight.
That is so weird.
It was so funny too.
but yeah. Um. So yeah, what you learn about Finn Kelly? Uh, failed rocker boy. Let me reread the thing that I posted up. Um, yeah. So the biggest information you get is, well, most of the information you get when you first search up the guy is he's a massive, synth coke addict. So he's a massive cokehead. He spent more time in rehab than on tour. The news is just
Okay,
blasting him for
okay.
that.
This isn't narrowing it down.
Yeah, I realized that as soon as I said it, but yeah. He was
It's the
with
problem with like
a
doing a cyberpunk game. It's just like, man, real life is a lot shittier.
man, the 80s, the 90s were wild. Glamorization of being a cokehead. or was no, that was wait, that was cocaine was 70s, right? That everyone was on cocaine.
Cocaine was 80s. It's got that you when you think of cocaine, you think of corporate executives in a that
Mm,
bathroom having a
yep.
line.
Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, you see a lot of articles about his, substance abuse issues. And then when you finally sift through all the crap and finally like, oh, what music does this guy play? Um, he was part of basically a group that was similar to like a boy band, like think like Backstreet Boys, Boys to Men, that type of stuff. But he was with that group, most of his teenage years. But as soon as, he got too old, they band split up and yeah, I think what is it? I think it's Joey Fatone, like how he's like fallen off, become like the ugly one of the one group. I maybe I think I'm speaking out of my ass on stuff. I
I
don't
think
I
you're
know
talking
nothing
about
about boy
Backstreet Boys
bands.
or NSYNC, one of those.
Yes. Yeah, similar to like Backstreet Boys, like NSYNC, like that type of like, pop and
Okay, so the guy was on Disney Channel.
basically. But he was
It's
never
just so weird eating noodles and seeing this guy in a fucking Mickey Mouse ears in the Mickey Mouse Club. Then the cyberpunk equivalent.
yeah. Yeah. Basically, why he failed as a rocker is what you gain from your searches. Is he was never able to get out from his mom's shadow, who she herself was a member of a big girls group. Which was seven. It was seven women, including her, and it was her and her sisters were a massive success in the UK. And he was never able to get out from under that cloud of familial fame. But
Is her mom actually good?
do you want to do yeah, Crimson is an older group. Literally all the members except Journey are dead. Just which very sad. And yeah, you when you're doing your research about Crimson, after you steer away from Finn Kelly, you learn that there's a music there's a big concert planned that will include Crimson, which is Journey Kelly, plus holograms of all of her sisters singing their old songs.
Oh,
It's kind of
that's
like a
gonna be real
final.
fucking depressing.
Yeah, it is.
These are all the people know of your siblings, and you have all these memories of them, and yet all they know of them is just this pre-recorded performance.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is real depressing. It's just like, damn, I'm putting that in my event calendar.
exactly. Um, welcome to Cyberpunk, baby, where AI
What's
is a
up,
real living
Samurai?
thing. And yep. But yeah, in the Cyberpunk system specifically, AI is a big thing. And holograms, digital performers are the norm.
I mean, we
Little
already have that
depressing
with
thing.
like hologram Michael Jackson, and that's just like, oof.
Hmm. Yeah, welcome to the dark future, everyone, where people can
Dork.
die and you can still perform with their hologram.
Oh man.
God, it reminds me of that one South Park episode where they had the holograms of all the celebrities.
Ah,
And there's a bit where they had Kurt Cobain's hologram who's dancing with a shotgun, and then the hologram sticks it in his mouth. And then he pulls it out and it's just a little flag that says Merry Christmas. Fuck, that was so horrible. Okay. But yeah, come back to the game. Uh yeah, the guy was a member of a boy band who, after they broke up, failed, um, has slipped very far into drug use. And yeah, you learn information about his mother and her career. Oh god, that's horrifying. That it's a screen cap, Jesus.
It's one of the best sequence of RoboCop 2. You love
I've never watched RoboCop 2. I'll have to sit and watch it.
If you want an idea of how to do roleplay a cyberpunk corporation, that's how you do it.
Thank you.
So, now that I know about her mom, all this, everyone's gonna probably be like annoying her. So I gotta think like, okay, how do I like talk to a person that's within my own industry of being a musician? I'm
mhm.
scratching like my head with my fucking chopsticks, thinking,
Yeah. We'll pivot away from that scene where we see, Leaf scratching her head how do I meet a famous musician? Um the business. What are you doing this morning? If you're doing anything at all.
Would it be funny if I said I'm just walking around? I'm kidding. It's No. Um. Well, actually, I think I would like to do something that will use that +5 library search.
All right. Yeah.
So I go to the library.
Well, you don't really have to go to the library. You can just use your like agent as like
Oh, okay. Look, I've got a portable PDA, portable PDA.
I mean,
PDA
agent's
is,
basically just a cell phone.
Okay.
Yep.
So a PDA.
Yep.
And so, what do I roll if I want to do that? Let me see. Fighting, performance, range, social. Is there something like investigation or something?
Yeah, library research.
Yeah, library search.
Under education skills.
Oh, how about you scroll down? That would be handy. God, I feel like a fucking idiot. Okay.
No, that's not why you're a fucking idiot. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
We're all learning.
I
Jesus.
remember that, mister. You little punk shithead.
Like I said, I'm just joking.
Yep.
Okay, so how do I add +5 to this?
When you click on library search, the skill, it'll
Yeah.
pop up like a little box,
Yep,
like
I've got
rolling
that.
for library search.
Mhm.
Additional mods, that little like column.
Oh, I
Put
can put
5
something
in.
in there.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, there we go. Shittiest roll. Oh, no,
What?
not the
What are you
shittiest
complaining
roll
about?
Okay, well, I got pretty lucky. How about that?
Yeah. Again, this would have been difficulty 9. You know, you sock it out of the park. Yeah, so with that extra information, yeah, so again, like Finn Kelly, big cokehead, boy band, like former boy band member, that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Um, the extra information you get is more information about like basically you stumble upon like a fan made website that's like where are the where are the superstars in Night City, and yeah, you managed to pin down the address of Journey Kelly, like Fenn's mom, if you would want to
Mhm.
go and like investigate it, her
Didn't we already
like
find
speak to
that?
her directly. Yeah, you did. I don't remember if I gave you the specific address, but well, yeah, you basically you pin down like where like in the me before I say something. Charter Hills is exact New Westbrook. There we go. They were right by each other and getting the two confused in my mind. But yeah, you can pin down the exact address in New Westbrook where you can find her. And the website you find is like really kind of sketchy. It's kind of like a stalker website. It's
That's
like,
what
oh yeah,
that's what I was
yeah,
thinking.
yep. It's basically like, oh yeah, this is where she lives. This is the schedule we've observed for the past month.
Would you like to see
Oh,
her
wow.
dental records?
There are a lot of sick people in Night City, and you've discovered one of those websites that are used to stalk and harass people. Congratulations.
It's worse than the paparazzi.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad.
I said it's worse than a paparazzi. Like some people will have that camouflage and just sit in your backyard with a camera and just go.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There are images on that website of, literally through like the veranda doors of her. Isn't the dark future great, guys?
Oh, dear
It's
I'm just
not much
God.
imagining
different
the
from now,
paparazzi
actually.
like completely naked, but he's like painted to the walls. Like he's
Oh,
taking like fucking Sam
Oh,
Fisher. just get a photo.
No. Why?
I mean, yes, that exists, but you have to pay like a monthly fee to be able to see the pictures. God, I hate
Aw.
myself for saying
It's an
that.
industry. We know it. It's an industry.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah,
Everything's
you
done.
to summarize that after that weird fucking monologue of yes anding. You know her address, you know her schedule, and basically the rest of today, she is home, and if you would want to, you could go up to New Westbrook. The only the only thing that's stopping you is that basically you have to schedule an appointment to see her because she is, famous rocker, but also has some she has her own business, own corporation
Mm-hmm.
that's overseas where you have to schedule an appointment with.
Could I
Um
theoretically like hack into her schedule book to say that we have an appointment with her?
I have a better idea. How about I go down to what it is basically the local old school town of folk music and just go through a connection and just see if I can just see if there's a friend of hers I can find to just be like, hey, can we talk?
yeah, yeah, you can definitely hack the schedule or find some other way in, but I was just about to say, oh, you find your schedule. If only you had someone who could, get you into that schedule book. But yeah, there are definitely ways to get an appointment with her to speak. But yeah. Um so
Okay.
that is what you're doing in the morning.
Yep.
We did De-Caf, Marty, Leaf, um Chin.
Mhm.
So you have the morning free. What are you spending the time doing? Oh, and I got your message, and we can
Yeah.
discuss that after the session to
Yeah,
get those
that's
items
why I
for you.
said there you get. I was like, here, this is more information. Have fun. um, yeah, he's just kind of trying to force himself to stay awake, but not succeeding. He's just like falling asleep in bed, just kind of like, I'm awake. So he's passed out in bed, but like every 5 minutes he's like, I'm awake, and
Oh my god, man. Um, is he going to be okay, or
oh
yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
okay. Put it this way: this is normal for when he worked at from when he was in trauma, like the trauma team, because you pull extremely long hours and you don't get any breaks, so you're just hyped up on the caffeine and all those other drugs. So y- it's that time of crashing that is going on. Of yeah, I'm asleep. No, I'm awake. I'm asleep. I'm awake. And you just like keep jerking yourself awake because you've had so much caffeine to the point of your body can't relax and rest properly. So he's just like taking the day to crash, unless someone
okay.
pulls him out of bed.
Um, does Chen have even the most basic trauma team card in case you have a caffeine induced heart attack and you need someone to defibrillate you?
I mean, he should be fine.
Keyword should.
Okay.
It's not that bad. Like he doesn't drink them all in one time. That's the issue with most people having a heart attack is they chug the caffeine all at once. He's like he drinks one coffee, goes about an hour or two, drinks a second coffee, waits an hour or two, and does it that way. That way, it's like gives time for the body to process everything.
Okay. Just double checking. Um, all right. Yeah. So yeah, I will advance time to I'll say like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It is currently, it's still cold, wet, rainy, and it's sleeting currently. Okay. So, to pull all the party back together, because I am assuming that you're gonna like, investigate, the suspected terrorist as a team, correct? You're not gonna like go off alone.
Uh, I mean, De-Caf. I mean, if somebody asks her for her help, she probably would, but otherwise she would investigate it on her own. Cause she's courtesy. I mean, last night's activities kind of demonstrates that that's kind of her mentality,
Yeah.
and especially where she was, well, part of her past is kind of further solidifies her loner mindset. Let's just say
Mhm.
so.
Okay. Yeah. Um. Okay. So, like I said, it's around like it's about 2:50 in the afternoon. Um. I'll say like around this time is when all of you are probably getting together, have lunch or some sort of just
I mean,
meal. You
yeah,
see
I
each
just
other.
ate late lunch after fucking finishing my paintings.
All right. Yep. But yeah, you're all getting
Well, yeah, we
together
can
for
text
like
each other with our agents.
That is also true.
yeah. Yeah, is anyone texting each other the
Yeah,
you know
I'm just being like,
stuff you've
yeah,
been
found out
doing?
about the kid. Mother's a
Whatever.
musician. I'm gonna go down check to see if I know someone that can get my foot in the door. And then heart emoji.
That's the old heart emoji. The emoticons.
Yeah, I still use that because I'm
I
too
love
lazy
it.
to actually select the emojis.
But yeah, I'll say probably like a group text for the the floor or whatever. Yeah, you all get those that message of oh hey, I found out this information. I'm going out to see if I can find some way to meet with her.
Oh my god, Shin.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you, Chen. But yeah, that is the like text message you get from a leaf. Do any of you respond to it or, like, hey, wait up, let's do this together or what?
um,
World is your oyster.
I mean, if Elif, as I understand it, is going to, uh, yeah, like going to talk to people she knows, yeah, that's further reason for De-Caf to kind of do her own thing, because it's like I don't really have a foot in the door with those people, so I might as well. um, I mean, she'd handle it, do her own. I'm talking about your allies, your contacts.
Oh, no, I don't even know these people. It's just like those people, like, whoa.
Well, and keep in mind, I am saying that like out of character, like she's not saying that in the response, but
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry.
um, but anyway, so yeah, I mean De-Caf, like I mean, if nobody stops her, she's just going to do the like head downstairs the quote unquote usual way, i.e., here's a hint, but um, but
Mhm.
otherwise,
Oh, the business. So you do know a hacker if you still want to go the route of like, hacking the date book. So, just to try and like, push the party together so you're not like, too many like working like one-offs. Even though this system is definitely like, oh yeah, everyone has their own stuff and
I mean, if we're going to try to seek an in with Finn's mom, wouldn't that kind of push us together anyway?
that's true.
I mean, we're all going to the same source, even if we're going about it different ways.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, you all, you go and seek audiences different ways. Um, is De-Caf just going to like go over there like
Yes.
um
Jump down here.
that's what I thought. No, I mean like how are you going to like get into the house?
Um,
Specifically, you're gonna like
well, like I said, I was
break
going to try
in?
to. Well, actually, that
Go
oh,
ahead.
what's my stealth skill? 12. That's pretty good. That gives me another idea.
Yeah, it's
Um,
a D10 plus 12, so you have a pretty like good
so yeah.
base.
Um, let's see if how that Owlwoman training applies to my daytime activities. Because I could try to sneak in. I might actually do that for the comedy. Um, so yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna just try to. I think that's one. Yeah, that's one of my highest skills. It's second only to my handgun skill. Well, second only to my handgun skill and also my like different like basic tech and cyber tech, but and weapons tech
Hmm.
and security tech. You know, any well, except for some of the, like the vehicle skills, but yeah, I've got like 4 tech skills, 14. So, but my stealth is 12, so I think that's pretty good. So yeah, Decap's just gonna try to like go like full on Arkham series into getting into that house.
Okay.
Not in her owl woman getup, mind you, but just
Yeah,
using that
I
same
get you.
training in the daytime. So
Yep. Okay. So if you're gonna go that route, I will say it will be a difficulty 17
17.
because
Oh shit.
yeah, uh yeah, New Westbrook New Westbrook is kind of it's where all the retired stars hang out, so it is kind of more a better secured area of Night City that is more difficult to pass unnoticed through.
Um, is there
It's also where
anything
they it's also
that
where they film all the game shows for the city. Studio 54
is there
up
anything
there.
that I could do or use to I mean, could I use any of my like do they have like cameras? Is that what adds to the difficulty? Like security cameras?
Yeah, like security cameras, kind of like patrolling guards, that kind of stuff.
Can I
Yeah.
try
Um
to do like a check to deactivate like the electronic security systems to make it easier to actually do the stealth?
yeah,
So
we'll
it'd be electronic
treat
security
the
tech?
electronic security tech. Um Again, I'll say difficulty 15 for this because you
Okay.
are like a little, you're
Does
better at, cameras and
does
stuff.
my cyber deck give me any bonuses for that, or is it just what allows me to do the skill?
It's just, but it'll allow you to do the skill.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yep.
let's see. Electronic security tech. Is there anything that gives me any situational bonuses?
Um, are you going to wait until the evening to go there, or are you just gonna go there now?
Um, well, I feel if it's cameras, the time of day doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's true.
If we're not under a
Um,
time crunch, can I do taking extra time?
yeah, definitely.
Okay. So let's see. Well, confirm and actually, hold on. Wait. Luck gives a modifier +1 uh, per point you put in, right?
Yes.
So I'll put in 3, and I can fucking hit I fucking hit confirm. There we go.
Very
Okay,
nice.
so down go the cameras.
Yep. And yeah, when you'll make your stealth roll, you'll get a plus 1 for the complementary skill. I'll give
+1.
you another
Nice.
plus 1. Yeah, you'll get the +1 from the complementary skill, and I'll also give you another +2 from like the degree of success you got.
Okay, I'll accept that. So let's see. So stealth. So let's see. So +3 overall.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Situational modifiers with hold on. So I'll do 2. Complementary skill. Does taking extra time apply for this as well, or no?
Yeah. I'll say
Okay.
you can add that one as
All
well.
right, even better. And then for luck, I'm going to spend 2 luck points, and then
Very nice. So cool. You successfully infiltrate the Kelly house. So I'll say that when everyone is like getting to there, it's kind of like happening at the same time. So you get there, and then I'll pivot to the other
sure.
players how they get to the house.
Yeah, I just did it the cool way, so.
Cool indeed. Okay. So Alif, you're going to meet with some
Yeah, I'm gonna
like
go.
other
Let me just do this as the first thing.
yeah.
Oh man, that was
Could
close.
give me an idea of an area to look at, and now I can use that for the local expert.
Yeah. I would say that, find someone who could try and get you in. Head to Little Europe, that section of the city.
Okay, so I'm gonna head over there. As I go over there, let me just roll, see about if I know any place within there.
Oh
Oh,
no.
damn. It burnt down.
um,
Yeah, no, it's just like, huh, okay. I guess I'm gonna have to go around and that's where the library search has to go back in. You're like, okay, let's just see what happened with this, and then I'll have to go else.
yeah, they you were trying to go to like a little cafe in Little Europe that you knew of, and yeah, it got vandalized, and the the Bozo gang decided to go on a rampage. And so the Bozo gang is basically dressed up in clown makeup.
Joker.
They're a
Yes,
bunch of
as we
clowns.
all
Yeah.
know of the classic guy from WGN.
Yeah. Yeah, the storefront has been vandalized. Some local like teens have drawn dicks all over the broken windows. So
De-Caf usually hasn't gone after underage criminals, but there's a first time for everything.
yeah. Okay. So with that new library search. Um
Yeah, it's just me being like, okay, let me go find the owner, and then I'm gonna have to go find him. This is just like, okay, war adventures.
where's that fucking thing?
What fucking thing?
I had there's one of the DLCs that explains more about the areas, but I don't have it pulled up right now. But yeah. I will say that library search, it will take you to um yeah. It'll take you to the Upper Marina district. For you to find like someone to talk to get into. Talking to the Kellys.
I mean, I'm going all around in a fucking circle. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The
At least I'm
cab
getting my
fare.
steps in.
Oh no, that's even worse. I thought you were taking a cab, not just walking around.
Hey
Cabs
Marty,
cost
remember
fucking
walking around?
money. We're making kibble right now. We can't afford a fucking cab.
But yeah, you walk your ass over the Upper Marina. You're definitely, you're getting your steps in, and your little, like, your agent is like, congratulations, you've already passed like 10,000 steps today.
Keep
And
going,
then,
fat.
and then you keep what?
Yeah, that's what the agent tells me. He's being like, keep moving, fatty.
Oh my
It's like,
god.
damn, this shit is really sassy. It's also
I
like
mean,
she can't like change like her agent's like attitude because she's like doesn't know how to like also change like the VCR thing. So it's just like, yeah, I'll get used to it.
oh no. And you thought like a heroin chic, the aesthetic was out of style. It's just back in style, baby.
And never left.
That's true. But yeah, you walk on over to the upper marina, getting savagely roasted by your AI cell phone.
I know 5 fat users, and you're 4 of them.
I
At
shouldn't
least
laugh
this
at
is
that.
giving
That's
me mental
horrible.
blocks and bonuses against resistant, torture and drugs. When I have to go through that, and like, don't worry, my phone already pardoned me. Don't worry.
I've already been verbally abused today. My AI cell phone does it all the time.
Wait, what? You called me that? My cell phone has way worse insults than you.
Oh god, that's
Yeah,
horrible.
I'm going to go up. I'm guessing the prior wardrobe and style still applies. So, do I do a conversation or persuasion?
Um, let's do conversation. Or actually, use whichever one you're better at. I'll leave it up to you.
Let's see. 21.
Very nice. But yeah, with some clever, smooth talking and whatnot, um, you manage to find like I'll just
The
like
driver.
yeah, I'll shortcut this just so because I realize we're getting toward the end of the session. And I kind of want to have everyone together by the end. So yeah, by some clever persuading, some nice, looks and whatnot. I don't know. You manage to find out like, oh yeah, we can get you an appointment um with Miss Kelly this evening. Um yeah.
And then we
Uh
bond over like music, and that's how it goes. And then we hard cut to the rest.
yep. And you're told very frankly, yeah, if you want to get there by your appointment time when you're walking, you better start now because the
Oh
foot
no, he's
traffic is
driving. Oh,
horrible.
fuck that shit.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, so that will be like, are you hiring a nice chauffeur? Kind of like a shittier
Oh no,
one.
I'm going with that guy. I'm just being like, since he's the driver, I'll just be like, okay, cool. I'll just go over to her place when you go down there.
Great. Yep, he's willing to take you down there. I will say that it'll cost you like 100 euros. Just, I'm not, I'm not a charity here. I'll be paid and to go over there at that time of night. We'll be able to find
What do
parking.
you mean that time of night? It's a nice neighborhood. Like, the demographics are still, 30% white. Well, I'm negotiating down to 50.
Fine, 50. When I drop you off, I'm not waiting for you have to find your own way back.
But yeah, sure. Don't worry. And then he doesn't realize it's like, I always have a couch to crash in. I just have to remember if I know anyone in the area.
Nice. But yeah, so that is a decaf and a leaf. Um, so Richard, God damn it, Chin. I'm just gonna call you fucking Richard at this point, man. Just
It's Richard Chin.
yeah, yeah, Chin. Um, so as you know, you're waking up still.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you get that text message from a leaf.
I'm just like, I guess they're dragging me out of bed.
Yep.
I'll get up, get dressed. I'll look around. Oh, everybody's gone. Okay. Grab the skateboard and away I go.
Yep. One more like message you get before you depart to meet up with the leaf.
Mhm.
You know, it's from an unknown like sender. It's a message you get of your agent, where
Huh.
the message reads. I'll make a like a document handout after the session. I forgot to do it before, but
Mhm.
you basically you get a message from an unknown sender that says, you know, there's fresh meat in New Westbrook. You know, expect a harvest at. My brain is cooked with freaking harvester from Star Wars. Yeah, there is fresh meat in New Westbrook. Harvest time at like 1800 hours, like 6 o'clock, basically.
Harvester, you say?
It's not from Harvester, it's from an unknown number that says, there's fresh meat in New West. Expected harvest time 6 p.m. It is like a message you get on your agent, Chen, as you're heading out to
Mm.
meet with a leaf.
I just look at it and I'm like, hmm. I'll look at that later. I don't even say anything. I just put it in my pocket and just kind of keep going.
Yep. Okay. The business. So, got the information about, where Journey Kelly lives, and way too much information about her personal schedule. Um, how are you going to get a meeting with her? Or, how do you, you know, what is your, course of action to get over there and get an audience with someone who could have information about $1 million bounty? Are you still with us, Marty?
Yep, sorry. My microphone was on mute.
Oh, you're all good. But yeah, what is your plan to get up to New Westbrook?
What is my plan to get up to New Westbrook? Well, let's see. So where are we now?
Where the party
You are
is, and
currently in North Haywood.
Okay, here. Okay. Oh wow. I'm not sure if I have a vehicle or anything like that.
you could hire a
Do I have
taxi.
a
Isn't that
motor?
what Elif did?
I fucking walked.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, considering my loadout, I think walking is not a good idea. On the other hand, nobody's going to attack me with my loadout, so there's that.
I mean, you're in Night City. Everyone's packing.
What's that?
Yeah.
Everyone's packing in Night City.
Okay. And all of a sudden, I realized what kind of cybernetics I want. I want cybernetic legs so I can keep running. I'll take it. I'll take a cab.
Okay. Yeah, to get up there fully, I'll say it'll cost you like 20 euro bucks. And you are taking like one of the like the self-driving ones, the Johnny cabs that you used like in the first session. They're like, hi, I'm
Where do
Johnny
you want
Cab.
to
Where are you
go?
headed?
Where do
Where do
you
you
want
want to
to
go?
go? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just drive. I do not understand your destination.
Thank you, Ramba. That is a direct reference to Total
Well, you
Recall.
like
Yes.
RoboCop then because it's
That's
done by the same
exactly what
director
it
that did
is.
it.
That is exactly what it is.
Get your ass
Just
to Mars.
drive. Just drive.
But yeah, you'll spend the $20. You put your credit card in like the credit card reader. Take off, you know, all the credits. And I will pull you all. Party is all in New Westbrook. Okay. Okay. So a good question I have for De-Caf. You're probably gonna like, go in through like an upper window, right? In the house.
I guess. I'm definitely not. I'm obviously not going through the front door. I'm imagining it's a case where, like, I mean, well, maybe not in this case. I mean, it'd be funny if it was a case where, like, the lady came home and De-Caf was just sitting on her couch. I've been expecting you, kind of, kind of deal. But I mean, I guess whatever makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say as much as I love that idea, you being you coming in when she's out, um, she's currently like hasn't left her
Okay.
like house
Well,
for the
my
day.
point is
So
that
you'll
like
just be
Decaf
yeah.
infiltrated the house like while everybody else was doing their prep, so it's definitely a case where like by the time everybody else gets there, Decaf's probably confronted the mother.
Yeah. Okay. So all right, let me organize these tokens. Okay. So those will remain invisible because Arthur Chan is not here. Okay. So I'll go ahead and I'll reveal Decaf first. After I pull you all to the thing. Oh crap, I didn't turn off token vision.
I mean, I can see the scene.
Mhm. Okay. Alright, because I left the token vision fog on to
Oh yeah, like fog
use the
exploration or whatever it is. So like as long as there's not a wall in the way, you can see.
yeah. Uh, yeah. So hold you all to it. Yeah, I'll just make your tokens
It's all
visible.
black. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Decaf will be there first, but just so all of you can see like the scene, you can you're there. But yeah, Decaf, you'll get there like half an hour before the others, I'll say.
There's a specific gif of Batman that I'm trying to find. Hold on. Yeah, I mean you can keep going. I'll just keep looking for it. Here it is. Oh, here it is.
Yep.
Like basically just kind of in this apartment, be like, or not apartment, I guess, but like looking around, peering down, like peering from behind the statue and creeping around, for comedic effect. But um,
Just his head pops up and it pops back. I don't know why that's so funny, but yeah. When you enter the house, make me a yeah, uh perception roll. with a difficulty 9. It's a very like simple difficulty.
You want me to do it, or is this for everybody?
You first, only you because you got there first.
All right.
Basically.
Perception is there, and then what's the difficulty?
9.
Okay, so 9. All right. Well, I'll just roll as is. Oh, that was close.
Nice. Yeah. So yeah, as you come through the window, close it. No, leave no trace of yourself. Because you come out in like this upper landing thing, basically. What you see is on like these upper like rooms or like these upper like areas, like around like this main like room. There are a lot of signs of like a scuffle. Things have been like broken and things have been stolen.
Oh, I got the perfect remark for this. Is the so Journey is down here?
Yeah, you see that she is, sitting in, kind of this a lounge, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
So
pretend it's a lounge.
emerging from
Looks like
behind
it.
the statue, De-Caf's like, "Wow, love what you've done with the place."
Nice. Yeah. So as you make these comments, voice, dramatically comes out from, nowhere. Um, what you notice first is that, she's heard you because you're, that close to her. But you notice that she's, you know, like she looks over at you, kind of, where she says, "Who are you exactly?"
So she just looks at her and I mean, just uh, 'cause I'm trying to decide here. I don't think. I mean, in case most home invaders don't exactly introduce themselves. Um, so Decaf kind of asserts herself in the conversation and says, "We will discuss that later. For now, you may refer to me as Decaf. I think a more important question is what's going on in here."
Decaf. I, I suppose it's good to meet you. I guess. Um, I'm Journey
Also,
Kelly. Oh,
sorry.
God.
I was just gonna say, like, and because I almost forgot about this, that Decaf isn't necessarily crazy. Well, actually, in this case, in this setting, probably is more or less resigned to being referred to as Decaf. I know in Twilight 2000 she wasn't, but um, yeah, she just. I mean, there might have been the slightest bit of hesitation when she said that, or slightest bit of resentment when she introduced herself as Decaf. But sorry, I just wanted to clarify that.
Nope, you're all good. But I, she'll say, I suppose it's a pleasure. Why, why are you here?
Um, I'm trying to remember what was the son's name was
Fen.
Finn. That's what I thought. I just didn't want to misspeak. So she says, I seek a word with Finn. Where is he?
Um, I, I, I don't know. As I've, he's an adult. He lives here, but he hasn't been home. You know, he
When was
wasn't
the
home
last time you saw him?
yesterday. Um, that'd be, yeah, New Year's Eve.
And
Going
Decaf is
to,
like walking down the stairs, just kind of casually approaching there. Like she even with like metal legs, she kind of steps softly, but just kind of slowly, just sort of approaches and then sits down in front of Journey.
yeah. And I will say to like kind of describe like the scene better. Um, it's still pretty bright, but you do see that, like, there are windows in, like, the lower, like, level, like, beyond, like, what's covered by the map.
Oh, so like
Like, the
beneath the
shades have been...
railings
Yeah.
to the
Like, you
balconies, I
notice,
guess.
like, the shades are drawn and, like, that kind of stuff. So it is a little bit, like, dark. So yeah, as you get closer and you sit down, make me a... Looking at the skills. I was thinking of it a second ago.
Perception or something?
Yeah, make me a perception roll at a difficulty 13.
Alright. I'll spend my last 2 luck points. Session's basically over anyway, so.
Very nice. Yeah. Something you pick up is as you're, get closer and you, like, sit down on, like, the, like, sofa that's near Journey, you hear, like she's, like, wheezing and kind of, like, short of breath. It's what, like, you hear as you get close enough to, like, face to face. And yeah, within 19, 13. You also notice that kind of, like, on this kind of, like, carpeted, like, it is, the carpet's like a dark, like, black color, but it looks like there's been something, like, wet on the floor that's, like, spreading. And,
Is there any
in...
like spilled wine glass or bottle or anything like that near it?
No. What you, like, you actually recognize this scent from, you know, your past and just the general, like, violent nature of Night City. That when you sit down, kind of
When
like
you say my
talking.
past, are you referring to prior to the incident, or are you referring to Owlwoman shenanigans?
A little bit of both.
Alright.
Basically, like, on the like, staining the carpet around her is a lot of blood. What you're,
Yep.
like, picking up.
Yep, that's how I had a feeling that's what it was. Is she bleeding?
Yeah. Like, the way she's sitting, she's basically wearing kind of like a house, kind of, like, pulled around her. And, when you do look, you see that there are a couple, like, places that are, like, freely, like, bleeding.
Shit. Well, good thing skateboard doctor is coming in. But no, he like probably comes like zooming down the railings of the balcony, right?
Grinding the balcony railings.
Oh, God. But yeah, De-Caf, doesn't ask, like, are you okay or anything. She, basically, with like crime fighting instincts, says, who hurt you and when?
Um, I don't really know who they were. Um, what time is it now?
Out of character, what time is? You said it's like what, 2:30 or something?
Uh, yeah, I'd say the time you get there, it's closer to, like, 3. So,
No. Yeah, and De-Caf just says, almost 3 p.m.
um, well, they were here last night. So January 1st. I've activated my trauma team, card, but no one has come. I've called for help. Um, been sitting here for probably at least 12 hours.
De-Caf
Oh,
looks almost kind of surprised, like, just thinking to herself, like, how the hell are you still alive? um, says, you know, with just almost the slightest bit of empathy, you know, I'll see to it that you receive medical attention. But for now, I need answers.
Of course.
Because she's basically like asking. I mean, she obviously asked, where, the well, she basically wants to know. It's like the men who attacked her, or I guess the people who, I mean, I don't know, if there were any women in the group, but so whoever attacked her, De-Caf asks, did they say anything about their motives? Were they just here to rob the place, or were they here for the same reason I am?
Well, I don't know how they got past my security. I don't know how you got past it, but apparently I need to hire some better security guards. They were looking for money, items. My my son has a very, bad addiction, and he apparently owes them a lot of money. I, asked them to leave, but well, you see what it got me. They've broken many things. I haven't looked, but I'm sure they've probably stolen my instruments, my son's items. Yeah, so robbery. And I don't know who they were. I mean, they were all. I'm assuming it's some sort of gang, but I've never dealt with them. I used to deal with all sorts of gangs back in the day, but just kind of like like the nervous kind of like laughter, kind of like wheezing every time like she tries to try and be oh, I got robbed. But you do see she is like in kind of like a lot of pain from being attacked.
De-Caf, like while she's talking, sends off a text message to Shin because basically saying like you better strap a rocket to that skateboard of yours because there's a woman in here who needs medical attention stat.
So the question is, how much longer till I'm there?
At this point, I will say that um, you're kind of all back together at this point. So yeah, you literally get the text message as you're like outside her door, and all of you do see like as you go to like the stuff that it has been like broken down, the locks are busted, and you know something has definitely happened, and you can easily just push the door open, basically.
Yeah.
How did
Well,
they get past the security? Was it wait? Because it was a Leafs thing, right? Or
one of them or something.
Mhm.
I was gonna say it feels kind
What
of
they
fishy that
actually
I would
see,
have
like when
to
they
sneak by if everybody could just walk through the front door.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Okay,
a
we don't
leaf
get
got
in.
the
We're outside because I had a fucking appointment. Okay, we'll wait outside.
yeah.
the driver. I thought the chauffeur.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, he took you there, but
Um
I was under the impression that people needed an appointment to actually see her. I mean, which I know a Leaf got, but never mind.
yeah.
Yeah, and I invited the
Um
others.
Oh, fair enough.
A leaf says they're with me. We all
Oh,
run in.
all right.
yep. So, yep. You enter and walk into the sitting room, and yeah,
Sitting
you
room.
see a very injured, yeah, in the sitting room, you see a very injured pop star in a decaf. What do you do? What do you do?
Mhm. Well, I'm just going into full on paramedic mode just to start clearing, you know, making sure that she's patched up.
Chin to the rescue
Okay.
in the Get
So,
What Posted.
Yeah.
still one of the best gifts I've ever seen, man.
Yes. Just skateboard in.
Okay. So,
Do you want
specifically
first aid or paramedic
yep.
to make sure she's stabilized first?
With the crits that she got, the
Mm-hmm.
worst one, like you do like the quick like look over, is a collapsed lung.
Oh.
I will need a paramedic roll, difficulty 15.
Okay. I just don't have. I should not fail, essentially.
Just don't roll a 1. There we go.
It's like as long as I don't, get a nat 1, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You are fine.
Got like 16 base.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 16 base for paramedic. All right, I have 6 points in it, and then
Very
it's a
nice.
tech skill, and I have 8 in tech
Well, that's 14. Where does the other 2 come from?
from my cyber arm because it has the medical scanner readout.
Ah.
So like I can just like look at him like, oh okay, done.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. With that, great, awesome roll, which it was a 3. It was almost.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, stand aside. Just like stabs a pin in there, just pushes like reinflates the lung really quick. It's like, okay, we're good.
Oh god. I did not need the play-by-play, but yeah, you managed to you managed to stabilize her for the time being. Um, yeah, obviously she's very confused at seeing, 4 people in her freaking sitting room. She says, well, thank you. Um, why why are all of you here exactly?
I was
And
told to come along. Good thing I did too, apparently. Former trauma team.
Because De-Caf was talking to Journey, she looks at Journey and looks at everybody else, like one individually, and says they're here for the same reason I am.
I see. What what has my son done? Why are you hunting him?
Uh,
Well,
he was the cause of me having to work a night shift as makeshift trauma downtown.
like,
Apparently, as I'm like still like patching up any other wounds and anything. I'm just like making weird comments as I'm working. Just like,
Yeah,
yeah.
let him work. Let him work.
It's like, so it's just people suggest that he might have caused a massive explosion downtown. I don't know why or if he did. All I know is it cost me 8 hours of sleep.
I can imagine the woman's like, what? And he's like, just remain calm, remain calm.
Don't worry, you're fine. I'm not gonna strangle you or anything. I'm a licensed stripper doc. Well, formerly licensed,
Oh,
but that's besides the point.
Um,
Just imagine
she
the
looks very
the paper.
concerned, to say the least. Yeah, just hmm.
Just, it's like, hey, I stopped the bleeding, and you're not dying anymore, right?
Um, so yeah, basically, what we see in the scene is like you say, "Oh, I'm a Ripper Doc," and eyebrows go up, and then, "Oh, yeah, I'm unlicensed Ripper Doc." Just even more so, just there's a very big look of alarm on this on this woman's face when you brag about your non-credential.
That's Chen. Here is the business, and I am a leaf. Welcome. I heard much about you, Journey. It's just literally like, okay, yeah, what do I really speak to some legend in the music scene? Be like, yeah, especially when the place has been trashed.
I'm just like, all right, this might sting a bit, and I just give her a shot of stim. All right, that should at least tie you over till your trauma team gets here. How long has it been since you called them?
Well, considering I called them at noon on New Year's Day, and
Oh, that might be why they're busy downtown.
perhaps.
Try calling again. But you should be tied up. You should be good. Just, I was never here. Basically stands up and walks out the door.
Okay.
Leaving more questions than answers.
Do you seriously just walk out the fucking door?
No. He skateboards out the door.
Yeah, I get up, go up the stairs, put the skateboard down, and away I go.
Oh my god. My work is done here. Skateboards away.
Yes.
Kick flips out to the door. Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah,
And
you.
like in the Lion King Rafiki voice. My work here is done.
Oh my god. You are the worst doctor, man. Okay. Um, everyone who hasn't exited stage right, make me a perception roll. Difficulty 9. Actually, I'll say difficulty 5 because it's very obvious. It's very loud.
Should I roll it as well because I've been here, or?
Yeah. Holy shit, man. Good job, Alif.
Oh.
Somebody got you.
Again?
I guess it must be something very loud.
Yep. Marty, can you make me a perception roll, please?
Oh, there. So I do have I put something in. I put one in spot weakness, or actually threat detection. Oh, I think it's already on there. There we go.
Nice. 2 of you critted and 1 of you still rolled a 20. Very nice. So with those 2 crits, you two, De-Caf and both kind of hear it before the business does, but you all hear it nonetheless. Basically, what you hear is the sound of like a. What they call it? It's not AV. It's a different type of. Yeah, it's AV. So basically, you hear you hear trauma team like coming in hot. They've landed on the roof and kind of like in a very bad kind of like crime show. You see like bursting through the windows are several trauma team members, and
I imagine someone saying, "Oh, look at that! You're a little late."
exactly. So yeah, we will end the session. What you basically see and what they do is they burst through the windows, guns like ready, fucking, you know, exactly like that. Except
A
just
trauma
like
a trauma team with guns at the ready. That is most interesting.
yeah,
I mean, are they
so
like
like
taking
trauma
aim at us,
team.
or are they just focused on Journey?
They're taking aim at you,
What the fuck?
and they're like, trauma team, put your hands up, step away from the patient.
I mean, is she going to vouch for us? Say that we didn't do this?
Well, trauma team doesn't
Uh,
really care if you did it or not. They're there to secure the patient and take
Right,
her
but I'm
away.
just saying, like, wouldn't she, because we haven't harmed her and in fact have helped her, wouldn't she be say, like, no, it's okay, these people aren't a threat?
You don't argue with trauma team.
No.
I'm not arguing with the trauma team. I'm asking, is Journey going to stand up for us?
You
yeah,
don't argue
she
with trauma
will,
team.
but they're also like, quite literally like that, like the video, like the FBI open up, like the shouting. They've just fucking rappelled down from the fucking roof. Like, they're on like, high alert. But yeah, Journey will kind of like, speak up like, these are, they didn't hurt me, just everyone calm down. And yeah, this is where we'll end the session. You guys getting held at gunpoint by trauma team with a very injured pop star like sitting in the wings. Oh boy.
So, how many IP do we get?
I will say that you will get 40 for the session.
Okay. So I'll add 40.
Yep.
Added.
Done.
Experience?
Nice.
Yeah,
The
40
improvement
IP
points
is.
IP. Yep.
Okay.
But yeah,
did
that's.
we-
Oh, go ahead.
Did we have IP points last time or not?
Yeah, you should have had 60 if you didn't spend them.
Oh, I forgot to put them on your sheet. I think. There we go. Cool.
Is
All
there
right.
anything else to address?
While you were having like the downtime, did anyone want to increase, skills or anything? Or
I already did,
just
so no.
basically. Yeah.
I did too.
Okay. Cool. Nice.
Oh, odd question. Can I make a roll real quick before, or I have left because I don't know if she was wearing any valuables or anything.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, you can.
just
You're gonna roll.
pickpocket.
You are a bastard. Just no offense or anything, but Jesus
How can you
Christ.
say no
man.
offense to calling someone a bastard?
Well, it's calling the character a bastard. Being like, man, you a son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, exactly. I'm insulting the character, not the player.
Oh, I
clarify.
understand. I'm just asking, no matter who you're insulting, it's like, how can you possibly, like, say no offense to that?
Got a 13 on pickpocket.
What was the difficulty to do it?
I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure it was decently difficult, but like if I'm caught, I was just moving it out of the way, not like taking anything. I was
Yeah.
just like,
I did it as an opposed like perception roll.
oh no.
You what? God. You stole from her.
Oh!
Basically, with that, because of just like the narrow, like narrowly succeeded. You take basically like out of her pocket. You take her cell phone
Oh.
and You managed to take her cell phone and wallet.
Oh my
Are you
gosh.
are you proud of yourself?
Yes, yes, I am.
Oh my gosh, Sean.
God.
Because then it gives me a reason to go back and say, "Oh, look, I found this outside. The robbers must have dropped it."
Roll me a D100, please, for how much money you steal from the person. Okay, and I'll multiply by that by 10. So you stole 430 euro bucks, possibly.
I'm not stealing it. Well, I'm not going to take the money. I'm going to leave it. That way, it appears that I found it. In quotation marks.
Someone just has that kleptomania to just satisfy, okay?
Oh my Christ, this is ridiculous. But yeah, you have the possibility of getting 430 euro bucks out of this woman's wallet. And what you also see, like, is I imagine you're like flipping through it, probably.
Yeah, I'm like, I flip through it, like flip through the phone, like get as much information as I can before having to return it.
Yep. In the wallet, you see several pictures of Journey, her husband, and who you assume is her son, Flynn. Not
Hmm.
Finn, not Flynn. God damn it. I have tangled on the brain playing Disney Dreamlight Valley because the developers love Tangled, the series, because now there's like 4 characters from the series in the game.
Oh man.
But
Wait, are you talking about like the show or the movie or both?
uh, the movie specifically,
Damn.
and but yeah, you see several pictures of Journey, her husband, and her son.
Hmm.
They're kind of outdated pictures, but still. Um, and then as you're flicking through the phone, which does not have a password on it because she never expected someone to steal her goddamn phone out of her pocket while giving her medical aid. You see like several messages and like I'll write these up so you
Okay.
have access to them. But you notice that recently she's been getting a lot of like very threatening messages. Kind of like,
Oh.
you better pay up, bitch, or you'll get cut. kind of stuff.
Oh.
Well, it seems she didn't pay up
It's a
because look
very
what happened.
yeah.
Yeah. Do I recognize the number?
Do you regularly consort with people who send nasty messages to,
It depends
pay
on.
extortion?
Well, it depends on if it what kind of extortion related it is. As
Mhm.
I sent to you the information on the gang. That's why I was
Yeah.
asking.
Um, yeah, actually, make me
Oh
a
no.
yeah, yeah, make me a library search roll. That'd be most appropriate for,
Uh,
looking up
uh,
information about fucking jade dragons. Can you get any more freaking Yep. You do recognize a couple of these numbers as people affiliated with the Jade Dragons. And like I said, I'll type up the
yeah.
stuff and better expand on it. But
I'm just
yeah,
like, when I see that, I'm just like, crap. Turns around, starts going back. I imagine I walk in, see Trauma Team, and I'm like,
Oh,
I
hey,
didn't do
friend.
it. Like with my hands up, the purse and the phone in my hands, like I didn't do it.
with the phone in your fucking hand.
Phone and
Really?
purse. Like I didn't do it.
Oh my god, you were a chaos gremlin. But yeah, not much. I'm
Yeah, I
being
mean, after the
honest.
past two
But
games that I've had you in as a player, and then this, it should come as a surprise to no one.
yeah, but yeah, with you like holding the wallet in one hand and then the walk back in the house, see the party at gunpoint by Trauma Team, and that's where we'll end the session. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. But yeah, you'll get a 40 IP or improvement points for the session, guys. And I hope you enjoyed.
Yes. Glad I finally got to fulfill my destiny as the Owlwoman of Night City.
Yep. Okay. Um, because most of you were in the other game as well, I'll ask this. So next week is the 29th, which is Saturday after Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Are all of you good to play that day, or do you want to like skip
I should
for the
be.
weekend?
Well, isn't it Twilight 2000 next time?
Yeah. And
Okay.
I'll also like pose this to like the rest of the group. I just because I have 3 of you here, I wanted to ask.
Yeah. No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, I'll send out the message, the midweek check-in, just to double check. But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a blast planning this. I I I can't say I was expecting, I'm gonna pickpocket the injured person I'm treating. That wasn't on my bingo card for today, John. So kudos.
You're putting that in the free square.
Oh boy. But yep. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and
Yeah.
that's all I have for you today.
Awesome.
I will post up like any messages and stuff that you guys found, in the images and notes channel. I'll also post up like some images of important characters. They're not just in the Foundry; they're actually in the
Right.
Discord as well. But yeah, for now, again, thank you guys for playing. I enjoyed running this, and I hope you guys enjoyed playing. And as usual, if there's something you want to see or things you want to do, just shoot me a DM, and we can discuss like anything you want to see in gameplay or whatever.
I'm gonna hop out of here. I'll see you around. Bye.
Yep. See ya.